So right here, I have just made this video really raw, with no special video editing, just to show you what it is really like to be on the track 15 for the first time.
Bye. Good.
Expect some hikers along this trail during the weekends. On the trail, we riders usually shout out to the hikers to catch their attention. Of course, slow down is the best action. If you started off from the southern point of the track, which is where I began the ride in this video, you will first be greeted with a very gradual flat and straight trail. I would call this the warm-up section of the track.
Wow, it's wet today.
About 2 minutes into the ride, you will then be approaching an upslope. This isn't going to be tough, but because this upslope runs for quite a distance, I would conserve some of my energy.
I see them.
With some hard work from your fresh muscles, you will then come down to a long nice downslope. Today's video is a little special, and I am sure this video is going to be really helpful for many of you out there, who will be trying out some real mountain biking in Singapore. So, many of you probably would have heard of the T15, or Track 15, located in Mandai. I am sure you probably had been searching in YouTube about Track 15, mountain biking in Singapore. And you now feel much anxiety than you had first started off. I know that feeling because I had been there a year ago. Well, you see, I had not been to Track 15 and wanted to be there with my mountain bike. So I look around, asked around. Of course, YouTube has always been the best platform to check out the real stuff. Like how would the trail actually looks like, how tough it is, before I actually ride it out on the trail. Unfortunately, as I watch more and more YouTube about this trail, I kind of get a rather mixed feeling. Damn! Why did it look so easy? On another video. Oh! Why did it seem so tough? And then not long after watching several more videos from YouTube, I was feeling more anxieties rather than anticipation. Track 15 is a very straight route with no demanding corners or steep climbs, so you can take it slow and still be able to complete the entire trail. Remember to lift your body off from the saddles as you ride down slopes, and get into a crouching position and enjoy the roller coaster ride downhill at this section. While at the trail, sometimes it's easy to get distracted with all the gnarly rocks and uneven ground. So it is easy to get your wheels caught into roots or rocks. But choosing the line on the trail might seem difficult at first. However, you will realize with modern mountain bikes, it's actually harmless to just ride over the rocks and roots. Well guys, I really hope this video is helpful to you to experience the real Track 15 through my ride. If not, at least you'll find this video entertaining. You know what, riding at the trails is so special than watching concrete buildings around you. With the serenity of the nature, the hustles of the leaves and birds chirping away as you rode past them, it's kinda really tranquil and yet not quite. The sweat, the sound of the tires grinding over the rocks, smashing the leaves and cursing out loud. Yeah! If you have not experienced this, then you're really missing out something from your life. Well, to me, definitely. While coming down on the next down slope, if you are confident, it is really fun if you could give it a little more speed. But do watch out for the uneven ground if you're first time here. Having your legs to act as suspension does really help to get the flow over the bigger, rougher part of the trail. There's also another reason why I would recommend you to ride northbound rather than southbound at Track 15. In general, the elevation is reducing when you head northbound, so you tend to enjoy more downhill slopes rather than climbs. The Track 15 is a bidirectional trail, meaning, you get to ride back to where you started along the same path. This is one tips you want to keep in mind in case you plan to head in one direction. It's quite a challenge at this stage of the trail because for a beginner, you probably wish you'll give up and bail out because of the climbs. You know, just a year ago when I first started my first ride on this trail, I actually had to take 3 long rests because I had exhausted all my energy in the first few minutes into my ride. So my best advice to you is to go really easy on your first ride, and take your time to enjoy the scenery rather than trying to compete with your friends. Once you get more trail time, your body will naturally makes you go faster. Then, by that time, you will be riding faster and be missing out the great sceneries. So for the first timer here, go slow and enjoy the view while it lasts. From here, the rest of the trail would now seems much easier. You will have to catch your air back right after this slope, and make sure you don't stress out on the flats. As usual, most of trail is pretty much rocky. If you're wondering what bike am I riding today? It is a Polygon T8. The Polygon T8 is a trails-ready bike that is pretty capable, with its Fox full suspension and modern mountain bike geometry. What these means, is that, it will be as capable for many riders who wish to enjoy a weekend trails riding with their friends. The component on the bike is decent with SLX transmissions, a 34mm Fox rhythm front fork, and a Fox rear air shock. In this video, I am also using the Insta360 Go 2 action camera to record this entire video footage. Insta360 Go 2 has great features such as horizon leveling and super wide angle field of view. This allows me to really produce a great action video with quality colors and sound.
Wow. 这有一点，今天有点 adrenaline.
If you would also like to check out the Insta360 Go 2, do find the link in the video description below and get this fantastic mini action camera in the link.
更要啊！
On the next climb, which is slightly more elevated, this is where I will have to work a little harder. On the Track 15, the most challenging slope has to be here. Yes, I sometimes do have difficulties at this slope too. So my technique is to be sure you are in the correct gears as you approach the slope. It may take a few tries to get to know your bike and the terrains. But it will be easy after a few tries. If you manage to climb up this location, this will be a nice spot to take a break if you need to. At the highest peak on the Track 15, there's always something to look out for right here. I am not going to tell you what you would expect at this location, so I will have to have you ride up here to see for yourself though. Although some sections of the track May 15th seems really daunting and tough, at this section of the trail, it's actually a pretty flat and easy ride. Most riders would try to recover from all the exhaustion while riding along this section. Furthermore, as it is a narrower path than most of the trails, it might also be worth to remember to overtake other riders or hikers with due care. Also worth noting is in Singapore, trails tends to get muddy whenever it rains. So it is worth to install a proper mud guard to your bike, so that you still look gorgeous and neat after the ride for some Instagram-worthy photo shoots. especially right after this left bank turn into a down slope. It's one of my favorite section of the trail with its gnarly rocks and turns. But if you're first time here, feather your brakes as you roll down the slopes and slow down. However, going too slow may take the fun out of the ride. So measure your own capabilities and enjoy this section. From this section onwards, I would honestly tell you guys here, it's going to be much exciting. There will be lots of turns and down slope to take you on the next roller coaster experience ride. While you're now probably really exhausted, the reassuring part is that you're now approaching the end of the trail. While the turns are somewhat fun, do take note that some corners are obscured by thick vegetations, so do be aware of approaching riders or hikers. Today is a sunny Sunday morning at the Track 15. As usual, you will see many friendly riders along the way. No matter how exhausted we are, it's always so encouraging and feel good when we meet another rider along the way. A good morning. A hello. This is the mountain biking community here in Singapore. I have been loving this sport since I stepped my foot onto the trails, and I do hope this video, and many more videos in my channel can encourage you to enjoy this sport as an individual, or with friends. From here, I shall leave you with something to think about, and enjoy this video if you find this entertaining. Even if you're not into mountain biking, at least, I could share the passion of what we do today, and hopefully to others. So remember to check back again to my channel for more Singapore Trails mountain biking video next week. If you like this video, do give it a thumbs up. As usual, if you have not subscribed to my channel, do click onto the notification bell and subscribe to my channel. You can get instant notification on my new video uploads in future and be the first to watch them on my channel. So long my friends, as I will need to run along with my mountain bike.